Two Super Nintendo systems, both alike in dignity, beneath the waves where we lay our scene. There's a fairly significant difference between these two units, a difference imperceptible from the outside. Can you tell what it is? Besides the standard odd SNES half yellowing? Here, let me demonstrate. King of the Monsters is all well and good, but what if you want to play Front Mission? Yes, the original Front Mission for the Super Famicom. Unfortunately, if you just try to jam it into your existing Super NES, it's a no-go. The cart just doesn't fit. The pins don't make contact. As the announcer from Super Smash Bros. Would say, failure. So why is this? If you take a look at this Super NES card, at the bottom of the back side there are two little slots. Perhaps you've noticed them before, but they're the key to this whole mystery. Super Famicom cards lack these two small slots, which constitute the primary region lockout of the system, more or less. From a software standpoint, there's no difference between these two games. They'll both play if you can just make the bleeding thing fit. Taking a look inside the console itself, you can see that deep inside the cartridge slot there, we have two tabs that fit into the aforementioned slots in the Super NES software. That's our entire impediment, two little pieces of plastic. Fortunately, they're fairly easy to deal with. You can take something like a soldering iron or a hot awl to them and melt them out of the way. You can try to break them out with pliers, which might not work all that well. You can get in there with a razor and shave them down. I personally used a pair of heavy-duty garden shears and a 25-cent paring knife because they're what I happen to have on hand, and I absolutely needed to play the original Star Ocean, but that's on another page. As you can see, getting rid of these tabs allows the Super Famicom cart to sit all the way down in the slot. The pins make contact and you can get your import gaming on. One important thing to keep in mind though is that this modification only works to allow Japanese games to be played on North American SNES units. While European Super Nintendo carts share the same form factor as the Japanese and will fit just as well, the primary issue is the difference between the NTSC and PAL display standards. While such distinctions are beginning to fade with our move to the high-def era, where 1080p is 1080p in any language, we retro gamers have to stay mindful of exactly how ridiculous technology was back in the day. And this isn't even getting into the issues of CIC chip lockouts, further step to prevent your PAL games from playing in the rest of the world. So no Star Wing, even though it's just Star Fox with a different name, no Terranigma, in English anyway, no Adventures of Tintin. Putting aside the unfortunate situation of Europe, one of the primary benefits of this modification is that it in no way impedes your ability to play standard Super Nintendo games on the same console. It's a true expansion and allows you to enjoy the relatively cheaper Super Famicom used game market. Well, usually cheaper. I have yet to find a copy of Umihara Kawase for less than $90. But that can wait.